Sometimes when we want to merge two branches, the whole history of commits goes from one to the other. That is, if I have the master branch and I create a new branch and I do, for example, 3 commits, and then I want to merge back to the master branch, then those 3 commits are going to go to the master branch. That has been our experience so far. Now what happens if out of those 3 commits, we only want to merge one? For some reason. Well, for that we can use the cherry pick command. Cherry pick, which is an English expression that basically means taking something in particular out of a group, allows us to take a specific commit from one branch and apply it to another branch. Now, why would we want to use cherry pick? Well, one reason would be to fix errors that are in different branches. For example, if we have an error in one branch and then out of that branch we create other branches, then those other branches will have the error of the original branch, right? And if we do the fix in one branch, we can take that single commit and apply it to the other branches without having to do a full merge. So let's see an example of that. Let's come here. I want to come here to my master branch file and I want to introduce a paragraph that is going to have 2 errors. So let me say this paragraph, and I will write it like this, as an accident, has 2 errors. Notice that I said here 2 TO instead of TWO of the number 2. So this paragraph has indeed 2 errors. So I will save. Let's say that I didn't notice those errors, and let me say here git commit -am adds new paragraph. Alright, enter. Now let me create 2 branches, so git branch cherry1 and also cherry2, and of course those 2 new branches has this error. Now let's say that in the future I notice this error and there is some work already done in cherry1 and cherry2, and therefore I can't simply delete them and start over. No, I can't do that. So what we will do is that I will make a new commit that will fix the error, and then I'm going to use cherry pick to only get that commit from the master branch into cherry1 and cherry2. Let's see that. Let me come here and let me say paragraph and 2. Alright, so now the errors has been fixed. Now let's come here. Let me say git commit am. I'll call it fixes errors. Enter. And now let's see that I have this SHA. I will use this SHA to apply the cherry pick to pick this commit and apply it to cherry1 and cherry2. Alright, so if we do a switch to cherry1, we're going to see that we have again the error, as you can see here. Now I will do git cherry pick and I will put here this SHA 51 FAFE, enter. And as you can see, this commit has been applied into this branch. So as you can see here, we have now that this has been fixed. Now let's go over to cherry2, so git switch cherry2. And we can see here that again we have the same error. Now let's say that I say clear. Oh, and now I lost my commit SHA. How do I recover it? Simple. We can say git log master. I want to do a log of the master branch and only get the latest commit because I know that that is the one that fixes the error. Now as you can see here, I have the SHA one more time. I can copy the full SHA if I want to. This was because I said Ctrl C. So let me say here git cherry pick, right click, paste, enter. So as you can see, by the way, we can either use, for example, the first 7 characters or the full SHA. It's basically the same as long as there is not another commit SHA that starts with, for example, the first 7 characters. And as you can see, indeed, we apply the commit into this cherry2 branch. If we come here, we're going to see that indeed the error has been fixed.